Cartoon Network has been making big splashes this week at the Annecy International Animation Film Festival. Not only did they speak to the Amazing World of Gumball revival, which is set to premiere later this year, they also confirmed that the regular show is not only returning, but will be on Adult Swim, implying a more mature tone. They also gave more information on the second season of Fiona and Cake, itself being a revival of the Adventure Time series. All of that was great news, but for the most part, it was information that big animation fans were already aware of or had at least suspected for a long time. What has me most excited out of this event is Rebecca Sugar and Cartoon Network Studios announcing a spin-off for the Steven Universe series, Lars of the Stars. For any Steven Universe fan, this is huge. Lars is a beloved character from the series whose development is telegraphed throughout the entire show. In the later seasons, Lars ends up receiving his own type of gem-related power-up and sets off to the cosmos leading a band of space pirates who are all considered rebels under the Diamond Authority regime. Lars of the Stars always felt like it was intended to get its own spin-off based on how the series treated it. Whenever Steven checked in on Lars, the episode would get its own Lars of the Stars title sequence, and his adventures carved out its own lane of tone and vibe. This spinoff is a concept that I was very hopeful for years during the airing of the Steven Universe series, and I'm pretty surprised to see it announced 5 years after the conclusion of Steven Universe. The Steven Universe franchise has now had 5 seasons, a movie, and a sequel series to wrap up its characters. It's clear that the show has been given plenty of runway to flesh out its own story, yet fans of the series have demanded more content since its conclusion. Rebecca Sugar's world is so charming and expansive that it draws viewers in to ask the bigger questions. For example, what are the long-term implications of the Diamond Authority being dismantled on Homeworld? How does Earth cope with the inclusion of Homeworld gems living amongst them? And more specifically, what does Lars and his team's future look like now that they aren't being pursued by the Diamonds? It seems like the show will tackle these concepts based on the press release. According to executive producers Rebecca Sugar and Ian Jones-Quartey, the sequel series is expected to follow Lars, an eternal teenager and space outlaw, as he joins forces with a crew of pirates to smuggle contraband, evade the authorities, and uncover the darkest secrets of the fallen gem empire. They go on to explain that the sequel will explore the past, present, and future of said fallen gem empire. Now, this is saying so much while also saying nothing. It seems that Lars and his team will continue to act as space pirates, though it is unclear who may be chasing them. In the past, Emerald was set up to be their direct antagonist, and I could see a world where Emerald continues to chase in the form of a personal vendetta. However, with the implication of past, present, and future of a fallen gem empire, it seems like the series may explore grander lore-heavy implications, like who created the diamonds and for what purpose. This in of itself is a question that the fandom have long speculated over, and I'm so excited to see that potentially explored. Outside of that, we really don't have much more to speculate over. I would personally love to explore Lars's relationship to Earth, and more so his friends and family. It's touched on in the series, but I would love a deeper dive into that perspective now that Lars has been in space for so long. One can also assume that we will see some of our favorite characters and gems from the main series make an appearance in this series. Cameos from main characters is a fine line to walk. Too much of it will overshadow the story that they want to share, and too little and fans may not be incentivized to tune in. I have faith in Rebecca Sugar and her team to find that right balance, but it's definitely one that'll be hard to strike. I do worry that this spin-off series is coming a little too late. If this came out in 2022 while the fandom was still very strong, I think that it would have been a slam dunk. But this many years away from the series, I wonder if a proper continuation of Steven's story would have been the right move instead of jumping right into Lars of the Stars. Either way, Steven Universe is a series that is very special to me. Watching this series as it aired throughout my teenage years and into my early 20s, I related a lot to Steven's struggles, and was very impacted by the show's messaging and theming. As a huge fan, I can't wait to dive back into the world of Beach City and Homeworld and see our characters once again. The series is set to air on Amazon Prime, which for my money is a good sign, Amazon is known for taking on fantasy series and animation and executing it at least fairly well. It at least gives me more confidence than if it was going to be released on HBO. But for now, that's everything we know about the Steven Universe spinoff, Lars of the Stars. What do you think? Are you excited to see Lars back on our screens and potentially more Steven Universe greatness? Is it too little too late? Or with the current political landscape, is it just in time? As always, let me know down in the comment section. I would love to get a dialogue going. As I've said, Steven Universe is a series that means a lot to me. And so if there seems like anyone in my audience would be happy to hear me talk more about it, I would gladly dive into it and speculate more on what we might get out of Steven Universe in the future. But for now, that's going to bring this video to a close. Again, let me know what you think about this in the comments. What do you want to see out of Steven Universe moving forward? As always, my name is Darius Cook, and remember that I love you.